I've just got to share this story with you about the magic of life. Something happened today that was pretty phenomenal and just even spun my head around a little, which takes a lot. So I saw something today when I was every day I do a certain amount of deep work around my own path and what I'm learning and where I'm going and what's next and what am I stepping into, because that's what I do with my clients. So I think it's important that I do it for myself too. But today, what I saw when I was doing that deep work was a vision, just a flashback of 7 years ago. I was in this workshop. Actually, I was co-facilitating the workshop. And a part of the workshop included this exercise where we go deep inside ourselves and we draw a picture of how we see our work in this world, how we see what we're doing that is living out our purpose or living out what feels purposeful for us. And I remember it had seemed very profound at the time, very important. I had drawn this picture of a lighthouse and a shoreline in a certain way with all these boats coming in. And the idea of it that I felt was that I wanted to be this lighthouse that got people safely home, that brought people safely home to themselves. So that reconnected them with themselves in a way where they could then get safe passage and go on their journey with much more strength and adventure and live their higher potential and but to be that lighthouse. But it's a little deeper than that. So it was an actual picture that I drew with a shoreline and a lighthouse and all these things. So what I was shown today was, so ever since I've been to St. Catharines, so fast forward to last year, I moved to St. Catharines out of the blue because of COVID to help my parents, who are both seniors and, had a bunch of preconditions. So I wanted to make sure that they were safe. And also, it was also a good place for me because I would have more freedom here in St. Catharines. So anyway, I moved here. I'd never expected that. I never expected to live with my parents again or anything like that. It was never on my list of things that I was going to do. But it just, something in my heart pulled me here. And here I was. And then all these things unfolded once I got here that were kind of awesome and unexpected and, interesting. So, but one of those things is that I keep feeling called to the waterfront. And they recently, this year, redid the whole waterfront at Port Dalhousie, where these beautiful long piers that go out, and there's a lighthouse, okay, on the end of the pier. So, yeah, so this all fits together. So I realized in my vision today, in my work today, that I keep getting called to the waterfront. I keep going to the waterfront and walking by the lighthouse being near where the boats come in, which is the exact same shape in the picture that I drew 7 years ago. 7 years ago. So what I drew 7 years ago wasn't just what I'm going to be doing, helping people get home. I also drew a picture of where I was going to live while I was doing that. And that was going to help me do that at a higher level. Because this past year has been absolutely transformative as far as alignment inside myself and helping me be able to channel and read people at a much more pure level, much more powerful level. That's getting people results a lot faster, and also helping me guide my own path and write my book and sort of share everything I've been learning in ways that I just couldn't before. So, magic. So this is, I just wanted to share this story to let you know, and the point of this story is to understand that our journeys are magical. We are magical. And there is a thread that's going through everything and guiding us somewhere, trying to guide us somewhere toward our higher potential. And if we just trust it, and it's hard because it's scary and it often goes against what other people are telling us to do, but if we really trust it, and go on that journey and have the courage to do the crazy thing our heart's telling us to do, because that's sort of one of the things that I have been really good at in my life, even though I'm not good at a lot of other things, but I've been really good at following that instinct, that feeling, even when it looks crazy. And so in this case, the whole thing looked crazy. Like 7 years ago, when it was 8 years ago actually, when I left my other work as doing business communications and copywriting and brand storytelling and journalism, which had been my path for a couple decades, to go into this as like just coming out of the closet as a clairvoyant channel and helping leaders and entrepreneurs, step up into that alignment, step up into that place inside themselves that's whole and integrated, which is like that lighthouse. It's like a kind of coming home. When we connect with ourselves, it's like coming home to ourselves. That is our true home. That is our true home, that place of calm and peace and safety and flow, where you're just flowing and things just working and you're trusting. And so that's what I do. But it's so amazing, even to me, like you're noticing I'm just still in this state of amazement that all fit together. That 7 years ago, I co-taught a workshop where I drew a picture of the place where I just moved to and where they just redid those piers, and it's the exact picture. It's the exact picture. So our journeys are truly magical, and your journey is just as magical as mine. Okay, I promise it is. It's just that you have to really practice tuning into that and trusting it and flowing with it. And I can assure you that at many places on my journey, it didn't look magical. It didn't feel magical. It didn't look like it was working at all. In fact, when I moved here, I thought it was the craziest thing ever. And I couldn't see how that was a good idea because I'm a city girl and I love Toronto. But lo and behold, it really has been magical and transformative. So, long story longer, trust in the magic that is your life. Watch for those signs, and if you want more guidance on that, you can always go and journal and begin exploring that way to learn more about your hero's journey and where it's taking you, that flow and where it's taking you, because it's in you and it's there. Or you can always hire someone like me. If not me, someone like that, someone who can help you, right? Because the most important thing is coming home to yourself and finding ways to do that, so that you can go on that journey at your highest level. Anyway, have a great day. You are magic.